What's up, boopers? Here be guides for the entry level 50 content in Wildstar. And we're going to start with War of the Wilds because it's the easiest of all of them. Now, when you first hit 50, like most people are starting to do, you may be overwhelmed on where to start your gearing process. As you will notice, the level 50 dungeon is not really forgiving for people who don't already have full tank gear or full healing blues. So the best place to get started in veteran dungeons, and the easiest of them, is War of the Wilds. War of the Wilds is easy because the gear requirement is so damn low. There's no tricky mob packs or bosses, just the occasional annoying NPC with some class skills. So here's a quick rundown of what is happening in the adventure and how to get gold in it consistently. So, firstly, the objective of this dungeon is to capture flags so that you get more and stronger minions to push out the 3 lanes, if you want to call them, north, mid, and south. At the same time, you will be competing with the opposing side who has its own champions trying to do the same thing as you. The minions help when they come in masses, but you can't really predict where the Dominion champions will go, or exile if you're playing Dominion. So follow this set path to win most of the time. You'll start with the flag in front of your base to boost your mid lane minions, then go to the north and grab a flag to boost your north lane minions, and then take the second mid lane, and at this point the enemy minions and champions should be distracted for a while trying to take their own flags west, which they do fairly slowly, so you can push a lane pretty hard, and the easiest lane to push hard is south in the forest, as it takes a lot longer for the enemy champions to clear to it than you would. So once you cap these first 6 flags, usually the other side will have grabbed about 4. And if you run to the next flag along the road, chances are you'll encounter some of the enemy minions. If it's 1 or 2, then go ahead and kill them and take the flag and just keep pushing. But if it's 3 or 4, sometimes it's better to avoid them and go secure the other flags by going around them. Once you've started like this though, it's usually pretty hard to lose. Just run around and claim the missing flags and find where your minions are fighting, the enemy minions, and try to help turn the tides of the fight to speed things up for your team. But be careful about aggroing too many of the minions at a time. Sometimes they can get clustered in very big groups. Also be aware that you get a T skill item to use in this dungeon to summon your allies. The enemy champions will have this same skill as well. They'll put a blue circle on the ground and start summoning their friends, and if you see them doing this, they usually do it when they see your team or your group running around. You want to interrupt them, because if you don't, then one champion can turn into 3 or 4, and it gets a lot harder to kill a bunch of them at a time, unless you have your minions there helping you. So the key to getting gold in this dungeon, so what your actual objective to get your purple loot is, it's pretty simple. You want to have at least 12 flags when you win, no more than 1 death for your whole group, and make sure everyone levels on their adventure interface. Get it to at least 1 in the top right. Time doesn't really seem to be a factor, nor does killing the extra bosses or shrine bosses. So just take your time, don't die, and keep control of the lanes, and you'll get gold, which will probably get you your first level 50 purples. Woo! Fucking love purples. So it's pretty simple, right? Once you've got a decent amount of gear here, you should be ready to jump into the other adventures for your other missing gear pieces. I'll get guides up for them shortly. If you have any questions, just leave a comment, and do note that there are a lot of different methods to beating this dungeon, War of the Wilds. I just found that this path was the most consistent. So I'm booping out. Boop. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Triple kill. Super kill.
Should back up a bit. I need more room to fight these 3. Kill Umbra first.
getting fucking blinded.
Get the Zapple guy. Or both of them.
Fuck, why do they keep blinding me?
It's that red circle from Ignacio. It's a pain in the ass. Umbra's again.